I've been ill for about 2 years, but since I got ill, I'm able to look back through my past and find signs that it was coming for at least 3. So I have ME, or chronic fatigue syndrome, which is a chronic, largely invisible illness that basically renders me running at sort of a much diminished battery level compared to everybody else. It was really hard not knowing exactly what I had, because although I knew I was definitely ill, you could tell because I couldn't get up or do anything, but it felt very confusing and it didn't feel really legitimate, although it's not a great thing to hear that you have a chronic illness without a proper cure. When my doctor told me, I said, I can't tell you how happy I am. She said, well, it's not really a happy thing. I said, but it is for me, because I've been waiting so long for this, and it was such a difficult, tedious process of waiting around and not knowing what would happen and not knowing what was going to happen to me as well. That was really tough. My condition has completely changed my life. I was working full-time. I'm now not working at all, really. I was running a guide group. I don't run a guide group anymore. I was running. I don't run anymore. My condition has really completely changed every single aspect of my life. I think it would be really useful if people knew that chronic fatigue syndrome, it's not just getting tired like you might do after a long day of work. It's an illness that impacts every aspect of a sufferer's life. My GP has really fought my corner. So when I was trying to get into a specific treatment, she cornered the consultant at an event and said, you need to go and treat this girl. And when she told me that that had happened and he told me, that was just so great. The bad experiences I've had in healthcare have really been the waiting around and the feeling like my illness isn't a priority compared to other illnesses, and it's made me feel not a priority as a person. Healthcare professionals could make it really easy for people with chronic illnesses by really making a personal connection and making sure that they look after one person consistently, so you don't feel like you're being passed from pillar to post and that there is somebody out there fighting your corner. I think for people who have invisible or chronic illnesses like me, they need to firstly remember that their illness is completely legitimate and that they shouldn't try and hide it or diminish it to protect their friends or protect themselves even, and that they should fight their corner and find a doctor who will fight their corner for them, and that if you're not getting that from your GP, find another one, because there are so many people and so many doctors who are great and brilliant, and that they will care for you.